Nobody on that frozen mountain expected filming to suddenly become a fight for survival, and before you continue reading you need to stay until the very end, because what allegedly happened between Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei during the catastrophic blizzard involved collapsing snow paths, screaming crew members, terrifying whiteout conditions, emotional confessions beneath freezing winds, desperate rescue attempts, and one unforgettable moment where Zhang Linghe reportedly carried Tian Xiwei through deadly mountain terrain while risking everything to save her. So subscribe right now because this story unfolds with danger, sacrifice, emotional intensity, hidden feelings, survival, and scenes so breathtaking that fans across the world are still struggling to believe what allegedly happened during the nightmare filming disaster that changed both stars forever. The production reportedly began like every other luxury mountain filming project. Massive cameras positioned across snowy cliffs, crew members moving equipment between icy trails, stylists preparing costumes inside heated tents while drones captured breathtaking mountain scenery surrounding the filming location. Everything reportedly looked beautiful at first. Perfect winter landscapes. Soft snowfall drifting gently across the mountains while the cast prepared for one of the most emotionally important scenes of the project. And according to insiders, both Tian Xiwei and Zhang Linghe reportedly appeared unusually close throughout filming that week already. Witnesses later claimed both stars allegedly spent long hours rehearsing together. Reportedly immediately noticed the chemistry between them. Not staged celebrity interaction. Something far warmer emotionally, more natural, more difficult to hide. Still, nobody imagined the mountain itself would soon transform into a terrifying nightmare. According to insiders, the first warning signs reportedly appeared shortly after sunset during the final outdoor sequence of the evening. Strong winds suddenly moving across the mountains far faster than weather forecasts originally predicted. Crew radios reportedly filling with nervous conversations between production staff monitoring incoming storm conditions. At first, nobody panicked emotionally. Snowstorms were reportedly common in that filming region during winter production schedules. But according to sources, everything changed within less than 20 minutes. The temperature reportedly dropped violently. Visibility started disappearing rapidly. And according to witnesses, snow began falling so heavily that entire sections of the mountain trail became nearly impossible to see clearly. Then came the moment insiders now describe as the beginning of complete chaos. According to sources, one of the elevated filming platforms reportedly collapsed partially beneath severe wind pressure, while crew members scrambled desperately to protect expensive camera equipment from being destroyed by the storm. People screaming directions through radios. Staff running through blinding snowfall trying to locate missing team members. The once glamorous filming set reportedly transforming into pure survival panic within minutes. And according to insiders, Tian Xiwei allegedly became separated from several crew members during the confusion near one of the upper mountain paths. Witnesses later claimed the snowstorm reportedly became so violent that people standing only several feet apart could barely recognize each other through the whiteout conditions surrounding them. Then, according to sources, Zhang Linghe allegedly realized Tian Xiwei was no longer with the main emergency evacuation group descending toward the lower base camp. That reportedly terrified him instantly. Because according to insiders, mountain rescue coordinators already warned everyone that remaining exposed on the upper ridge during worsening conditions could become life-threatening extremely quickly. Still, according to witnesses, Zhang Linghe allegedly refused to continue evacuating downward without finding Tian Xiwei first. That reportedly shocked several production staff members emotionally. Because according to insiders, crew leaders allegedly ordered everyone repeatedly not to split away from the main evacuation route. But according to witnesses, Zhang Linghe reportedly ignored the warnings completely. Then came another devastating revelation. According to sources, Tian Xiwei allegedly slipped while trying to move across one of the icy mountain trails during the blizzard, injuring her ankle badly enough that walking became almost impossible afterward. And according to insiders, she reportedly became stranded alone behind a partially collapsed equipment shelter while freezing winds continued intensifying around her. Witnesses later claimed several crew members attempted locating her through radios, but communication signals reportedly started failing due to the storm itself. That reportedly made the situation even more terrifying emotionally. Because according to insiders, temperatures on the mountain allegedly continued dropping dangerously, while visibility became almost non-existent. Then, according to witnesses, Zhang Linghe reportedly grabbed emergency gear himself before disappearing upward into the storm, searching for Tian Xiwei despite desperate attempts from crew members trying to stop him. That reportedly became the moment people later described as the point where the situation stopped feeling like filming and started feeling terrifyingly real emotionally. Because according to insiders, nobody knew whether either of them would safely return from the mountain conditions worsening around them. Witnesses later claimed Zhang Linghe allegedly climbed through violent winds while shouting Tian Xiwei name repeatedly into the storm. Snow reportedly hitting his face so harshly he could barely keep his eyes open while moving upward across icy terrain. Still, according to sources, he allegedly refused stopping even briefly. Then came the moment that reportedly emotionally shattered several rescue staff members afterward. According to insiders, Zhang Linghe allegedly finally found Tian Xiwei sitting near the damaged shelter, trembling violently beneath layers of snow while trying unsuccessfully to protect herself from the freezing wind. Witnesses later claimed Tian Xiwei reportedly looked completely emotionally overwhelmed seeing him appear through the blizzard. Because according to sources, she allegedly believed nobody could safely reach her anymore under those conditions. Then, according to insiders, Zhang Linghe immediately wrapped his emergency thermal coat around her while checking her injured ankle beneath the freezing snow. And according to witnesses, the situation reportedly became even worse emotionally once he realized she could barely walk at all. The storm reportedly continued intensifying around them. Visibility disappearing completely. Emergency crews below struggling to reconnect communication signals. And according to insiders, the only realistic chance of reaching safety quickly allegedly required descending several dangerous mountain sections immediately before the storm became completely impossible to survive outdoors. Then came the unforgettable moment, now spreading across entertainment discussions everywhere. According to witnesses, Zhang Linghe allegedly crouched beside Tian Xiwei before quietly telling her he was getting her off the mountain no matter what happened. That reportedly emotionally broke her instantly. Because according to insiders, Tian Xiwei allegedly realized how dangerous the situation truly had become surrounding both of them. Then, according to sources, Zhang Linghe reportedly lifted Tian Xiwei onto his back before beginning the brutal descent through the storm, carrying her himself across the freezing mountain terrain. Witnesses later claimed conditions reportedly became almost impossible emotionally during that descent. Wind screaming violently across cliffs, snow hitting them relentlessly, visibility reduced to almost nothing. And according to insiders, Zhang Linghe allegedly slipped multiple times while carrying Tian Xiwei, yet reportedly refused putting her down even once, despite exhaustion visibly destroying his strength physically. Then came another breathtaking revelation. According to sources, Tian Xiwei allegedly begged him repeatedly to leave her temporarily and save himself if conditions worsened further. But according to insiders, Zhang Linghe reportedly became emotional hearing those words before responding with something witnesses now cannot stop discussing online afterward. He allegedly told her there was no version of that mountain where he walked down without her beside him. That reportedly emotionally devastated everyone who later heard about the exchange afterward. Because according to insiders, several rescue staff members allegedly described the situation as far more dangerous than the public currently understands. Witnesses later claimed certain mountain sections reportedly became so icy during the descent that Zhang Linghe allegedly carried Tian Xiwei across narrow cliff paths while rescue lights searched desperately through the storm below them. And according to sources, Tian Xiwei reportedly held onto him tightly the entire time while trying unsuccessfully to stop crying emotionally. Because according to insiders, she allegedly realized Zhang Linghe was physically exhausting himself almost beyond his limit trying to keep her safe. Then came the moment insiders now describe as the emotional breaking point of the entire nightmare. According to witnesses, Zhang Linghe reportedly collapsed briefly to one knee near a frozen ridge after struggling through the storm carrying Tian Xiwei for so long. That reportedly terrified her instantly. Because according to sources, she allegedly started begging him emotionally not to push himself any further physically. But according to insiders, Zhang Linghe reportedly stood back up anyway despite visible exhaustion and freezing conditions surrounding both of them. Witnesses later claimed he allegedly looked directly at Tian Xiwei before quietly telling her he promised himself he would get her home safely. That reportedly emotionally shattered her completely. Then, according to insiders, Tian Xiwei allegedly admitted something heartbreaking while he continued carrying her through the storm. She reportedly confessed she had never felt more terrified in her life than watching him risk himself trying to protect her. And according to witnesses, Zhang Linghe reportedly responded immediately afterward with words that now have fans everywhere emotionally collapsing online. He allegedly told her losing her on that mountain would scare him far more than the storm itself ever could. That reportedly changed everything emotionally between them afterward, according to insiders close to the production. Because according to sources, both stars allegedly stopped seeing each other as simply co-workers during that terrifying night. The emotional intensity surrounding the survival situation reportedly stripped away every wall between them completely. Then came another breathtaking moment. According to witnesses, emergency rescue lights reportedly finally appeared through the blizzard below just as Zhang Linghe allegedly reached one of the lower evacuation paths carrying Tian Xiwei in his arms. Crew members reportedly screamed emotionally seeing both stars emerge from the storm alive. Several witnesses later claimed production staff allegedly started crying immediately after realizing Zhang Linghe carried Tian Xiwei through nearly impossible conditions for so long while refusing to abandon her even once. And according to insiders, Tian Xiwei reportedly refused letting go of him emotionally after rescue teams finally reached them safely. Witnesses later claimed she allegedly held onto his hand tightly even inside the emergency shelter while medics treated her injured ankle. Then came the revelation, now sending fans into complete emotional chaos online afterward. According to sources, Tian Xiwei allegedly whispered something privately to Zhang Linghe while both sat wrapped in thermal blankets inside the emergency shelter together later that night. Witnesses nearby reportedly could not hear every word clearly. But according to insiders, she allegedly admitted nobody had ever made her feel as protected emotionally as he did during the storm. That reportedly visibly shook Zhang Linghe himself afterward. Because according to sources, the emotional bond between them allegedly became impossible to deny after surviving such terrifying conditions together. Then, according to insiders, several crew members later revealed that Zhang Linghe reportedly refused medical attention himself until doctors fully confirmed Tian Xiwei conditions stabilized safely. That reportedly emotionally destroyed fans once production stories later leaked online. Because according to witnesses, he allegedly spent hours silently sitting near her recovery area afterward despite visible exhaustion himself. No celebrity image. No performance. Just quiet concern from someone emotionally terrified of almost losing another person in conditions neither of them expected to survive safely. Now fans everywhere continue asking the same breathtaking question. Did the terrifying mountain blizzard merely expose feelings Tian Xiwei and Zhang Linghe were already secretly trying to hide from each other emotionally? Or did surviving the nightmare together create a connection between them powerful enough to change both of their lives forever afterward? But perhaps the most unforgettable part of this entire mountain survival story was not the freezing storm itself, not the collapsing filming set, not even the terrifying rescue mission through impossible conditions. It was the realization that sometimes the most powerful emotional truths appear only during moments when people stop thinking about fame, cameras, or public image and start fighting desperately simply to protect someone they cannot bear losing. And beneath the violent white sky of that freezing mountain night, Zhang Linghe reportedly stopped acting like a celebrity protecting a co-star and started looking like a man carrying the person he cared about most through a storm determined to tear everything apart around them.